What is good, everybody? This is your man Monteasy, and I am here to bring you episode 5 of the Behind the Theme series. Before I get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I love doing these for you guys. The feedback on these has been amazing. But I will be remiss if I did not tell you to like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that we can continue doing these. All the likes, comments really helps. So thank you guys for helping me as I continue this series. With over 300 of these songs, we're going to be here for a while, and I will give you classic after classic. But let's get it. Episode 5, I am here to bring you Everybody's Got a Pod, the theme song for Ted Dibiase's podcast. Everybody's got a price for the $1 million man. The podcast in demand. Understand. This was brought to me, man. Shout out to my man Mark D'Angelo, man. One of the nicest dudes that I know. He is the co-host of the Everybody's Got a Pod podcast with the legend Ted Dibiase. And, you know, when I first hit him up for this opportunity, I'm a huge Ted Dibiase mark. That is my man. I believe he's one of the greatest heels of all time. And honestly, to this day, I believe that man is untouched in his work in the WWF, WWE, to even his manager work at WCW. And even before he went to the WWE, Ted DiBiase was the man. But my brother, my Emmett brother, Rich Latta, is a phenomenal producer, man. He took that sample and he smoked that sample. I mean, if you listen to the beat and it just sampling the great theme song that Jim Johnston made for Ted DiBiase, the money, 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 money. He took that and he flipped it and made it an incredible theme. It plays each and every show now that they do on the podcast. It's been the theme song since I believe the beginning, like one of the beginning episodes of the show, you know, of the episodes, you know, and I am more than appreciative. But the songwriting concept began more of really speaking about the podcast on this one, not just necessarily about Ted DiBiase, but about the podcast and him telling stories of his illustrious career and being able to display what the goal of the podcast is going to be. And, you know, when I really wrote the lyrics, I really wanted to give you a preview to what the episode is going to be. A great experience, something that you can nod your head, you know, something that you can sit back and say, you know what, this is catchy. You know, that's the thing. You want everybody to feel good and catchy before they're listening to an hour or two long podcast where a lot of information is being told. If you can hear a song that can make you nod your head and make you feel good, then you know what, I did my job. The songwriting on that was really based on telling the story of the podcast. It was kind of different because normally when I write theme songs or podcasts or anything like that, I kind of tell the overall story of the person. But I was like, let me just do this one about the podcast itself, you know, and bring to life the spirit of it. There are hundreds of episodes, and I believe they're in a long journey with their podcast now. And I'm thankful to Marcus. I'm thankful for Ted. Thank you, Ted, for giving me the video. Shout out to this. You know, everybody's got a price. It's the $1 million man. If you listen to that, you know that how that song goes. That Cypress Hill song. Here is something you can't understand. How I could just kill a man. That was the inspiration behind the chorus behind the record. Everybody's got a price. It's the $1 million man. The podcast in demand. Literally the same thing. I always loved that Cypress Hill record, and I used that in this. And when Rich tailored up that beat the way he did, it just flowed very, very nicely. So thank you to Ted. Thank you to Marcus. You can now listen to that theme song on all digital platforms. And at the beginning of every single podcast for Everybody's Got a Pod with Marcus and Ted DiBiase, the WWE Hall of Famer. Once again, I thank you for listening to episode 5 of the Monteasy Behind the Theme series. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and there's many more to come. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. I am the Titan, the theme song king, Monteasy.